How do I make it a little bit? I still didn't buy a tripod. I mean, I ordered a tripod. Mouse and I are live again. Oh, wait a second. We were not live. We haven't been live on YouTube together. We were just, what is it? Now live on your channel. Yeah, thank you. I know that, YouTube, because I did that. Okay, I was going to say that we haven't been live together with Mouse on YouTube yet. This is our first, but this is my second live on YouTube, and I'm so proud of myself. And actually, like, if somebody actually writes in chat, I will not be able to see anybody, so I need to keep my glasses somewhere close to me. Mouse loves my glasses for some reason. I think it's because they smell like ears, and she loves the smell of ears. Oh no, don't eat it. Okay, she's making content again. She's a content cat. Okay, guys. I wanted to go live from when I woke up, and there's this advice that I keep giving everyone and not following. Even yesterday I recorded a podcast in Russian where I said that when you wake up excited because you want to do something, if you do it first, if you do this thing first thing, you will have the energy like to do a lot of stuff later that day. But if you keep postponing it, it will just, I was going to say it will kill you. Well, not really, I hope, but it will take your energy. And this is what happened to me today, because I was like, I woke up and I wanted to stream, and I didn't because I had many things to do first, and I decided to do them first. And then it got to a point where I'm like, I was going to live stream, but I'm not that excited about this anymore. But I know that I just love talking about the stuff that I'm talking about. So I decided to do it anyway, because I love it. But the amount of energy and excitement I had earlier about going live is just like so much more than now. And again, I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. But yeah. And actually, it has something to do with the topic I wanted to discuss with you today. And I'm thinking that it depends on like how I feel, but I feel so excited about this topic that maybe after this live I will also record a video in Russian about the same thing, although this thing never worked, where I would just talk about the same topic over and over again in two languages. This didn't work before, so I don't know, we'll see. But the topic that I wanted to discuss with you today, and also I prepared much more for this live stream than before, because I have lights, because it's afternoon and it's darker outside, and so I brought the ring light, and like you can see it in my glasses, in the reflection. But like, I don't know, maybe I could get rid of glasses, but like I think it's okay. We can live with that, right? We can live with the reflections of the ring light in my glasses. And also I brought ice cream, because the original idea I got excited about this morning is that I will be streaming and eating ice cream. And I didn't have ice cream, and we ordered ice cream for me. And now it's sitting on the desk because it's too cold and I like it a little bit melted. But Mouse decided to stream with me, and like, it's either Mouse or ice cream. So the choice is obvious, right? And also I put more makeup on today, also because we cooked dinner with my husband, and then I wanted to lay down and watch ASMR, and the ASMR artist was like doing this ASMR thingy where she was putting the makeup on the viewer, and she was using fingers. She was like putting eyeshadow on her finger and like doing the tap 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 thingy. And I was like, putting my eyeshadows on without the brushes with my fingers sounds like a very good plan, because this is how I used to do it when I was a teenager, and maybe even older. But then I attended model courses where they taught us how to put the makeup on with the brushes, with many brushes. And this is how I was this is how I used to put my makeup on. And I haven't been wearing makeup that much for the past 2 years, for the last 2 years. And today I was like, oh, putting eyeshadows with my fingertips, this sounds amazing. And this is what I did. It's faster, it's not that complicated, and like we can survive without brushes. Maybe one day I will teach myself how to do this with the eyebrows too. Anyway, and so the topic that I wanted to discuss with you today is about how to be the fullest version of you. And I also touched on this topic on Dasha speaks English. I also touched on this topic multiple times on my blog and on my Instagram, I think. But I was just discussing this today with myself in my journal, on my journaling session. In my journaling session? In my journal, on my journaling session. And the reason I decided to talk to myself about this was that ever since I started streaming again, and like I just had 4 streams, and I will probably stream tomorrow, so it will be the 5th one. But you know, it's just like, it's not about the amount of streams that I had. It was about the like how I started viewing myself. And before that, 2 years ago, I've been streaming like full time, and I had been streaming for like 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. And it was this identity of a streamer that was like my identity back then, and now it's coming back. And for this period of 2 years that I didn't stream, I described it as I have grown into many different identities that I adore now. Like, I'm a life coach, I'm a channeler, I am a podcaster. What else didn't I do back then that I do now? I am a mentor. Who else? I would say also an expert, but this is the identity I tried on and I didn't like it, but it was hard for me to, to get out of it because of how content creators are taught to position themselves. And it's like a big problem that I discuss with my clients too, because like content, like creators don't always want to be experts. And I would even say, like, it's probably not about everybody, and I don't want to trigger anybody, but I also noticed that the more you heal, the more you heal, the less you want to achieve, like to be in this achiever mindset, and the less you want to be an expert, because it often puts you above other people. Like, when you are an expert, you're like in this position where you teach other people, like from, how do I say it? Like, it's in a hierarchy in your head where other people are less because like they know less, not like less in general, but you kind of sort of see them as a little bit like as your students, as dummies, I would say. Again, like, just to describe the point, it's not like you actually think that about people, but there's something in your head where you're like an expert, and then somebody else is like, they know less than you, and you have this mindset that you can't get out of, where you just want to be equal with people, you want to have conversations with them like friends, you know, like equals, I would say, not necessarily friends, but like equals. And this expert crown, um, you know, is on your way, is in your way, in your way, is a roadblock on your way, in your way. I don't know, you know what I mean. And so, like, this is how I felt. It's not necessarily true for everybody, but this was the topic we discussed with my clients too. And, like, so, and this is the identity that I adopted, I would say, but I am trying to get out of it now. And, like, I have been trying to get out of it, and, like, I healed that. I don't see myself as an expert. I don't want to see myself as an expert anymore. I'm like a creator. I'm just a creator. I just love you know, learning new stuff about how to make the quality of my life better, and then I share this, like I practice it, I integrate it, and I share this information and my insights and what works and doesn't work for me, and like this is my creative outlet. But when I started streaming again, this old identity of a streamer is coming back, and it feels weird, and like I had this panic inside of me going in my subconscious that this streamer identity will come back and it will just, you know, wipe all the other, wipe off, wipe out, wipe away all the other identities. And I was like panicking a little bit because because this streamer identity is too familiar for me, and this is why I was scared. Like, I don't know, my inner child was scared that I will become streamer, and it will be weird for me then to come back to being a coach or a mentor or I don't know, a podcaster, a channeler. And this is what I was journaling about today. And what I realized is that actually, if I'm honest, if I'm like, you know, I described all of this to myself, and I also heard this part of me that was scared of this, and what exactly was she scared of? Okay, mouse is tired. Oh, maybe it's time for ice cream then. Okay. I also like I want to make it a little bit higher. Okay, like this. And so, what was I saying? I was saying something. I got distracted. Mouse does that to me. Oh, check it out. I'm all blue today. Okay, cool. And so when I took the time to actually describe this to myself and to hear myself out and to validate my feelings and my worries and my fears, I realized that actually, no, this is not how it works. I actually feel good about, like, it almost feels like this part where I was a streamer, I missed that part. It was giving something to me, and I still, like, I didn't even dig deeper into what it was giving me and like why I liked this identity. But I realized that the only thing that this streamer identity doesn't let me, like, doesn't go with, I would say, like, I still feel myself as a channel, like, I still am a channeler, and like, I'm fine with that. I still, hold on, it bugs me. Yes, see? I had a conversation a few days ago with my friend where we read an article about that. One of the red flags of a Capricorn is that they're perfectionist. And I was like, no, I'm not a perfectionist. And then I keep proving to myself that I am, because like I know that there's this angle, like it's not straight. My phone is not straight. And I'm like, I need to fucking fix it. Although I don't really understand. Should it go up or down? And actually it doesn't go anyway, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, hold on, I need my ice cream now. So what was I saying? I forgot again. Oh, I was going to say that I'm actually fine. I actually still am comfortable seeing myself as a channeler, and I also am comfortable. Oh, it's cold. Seeing myself as a content creator and a podcaster. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you are gonna be scared. I'm sorry. You want ice cream too? I can't open it. I was going to just talk to you and eat ice cream, but I can't freaking open it now. I can. I can't? Why can't I? Okay, hold on. I can. Maybe it's just... Okay, I did it. Okay. See? This is how happiness looks like. Okay. And so, I still am comfortable seeing myself as a channeler and as a content creator and as a podcaster too. And the only thing this streamer identity doesn't go along with, is this proper English? Is an expert. In my head, it doesn't go along because I know many streamers who are also experts in some field and they feel comfortable and like, I'm not talking about everyone, I'm talking about myself. And I will get to the point, to the title of this video too. I'm going there. And so, like, this expert identity is not, doesn't go well with the streamer identity for me. And when I realized that, I was like, actually, it's good. It's a good thing that this streamer identity is coming back, because it was like lighter Dasha, more creative Dasha, Dasha who is like enjoying her life and just sharing her life, you know, sharing all her life, all her ideas. And they're not all experty ideas. Some ideas are just, you know, it's like this live stream, for example, where I just sit and talk to you and get distracted and eat ice cream and take breaks, you know, and like, because I was thinking about this, like, when I before I started this live stream, I was thinking that if I'm gonna live stream and eat ice cream, then it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be this professional video that even I'm watching when I want some information on YouTube. I find videos and they are like, you know, if you find a person you absolutely don't know on the web and they're like that talkative and they don't come to like exactly straight to the point, and they're like, you know, talking a lot and chatting a lot, you sometimes get annoyed. And I remember when I started watching Katrina Ruth, I was in this victim mindset where I couldn't watch her. I think I told you this already. Doesn't matter. I'm saying this again. I'm telling the story again. Oh my god, it's melting and it's dropping everywhere, and like, it's fine. I need a towel, but it's fine. I couldn't watch her live streams because I was like, get straight to a point. My life depends on it. I need this information that you put in the title, because like, I need to know this, because I need to fix me, because something is wrong with me, and like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with all the distractions and all this unnecessary information. Get straight to the point. I couldn't watch her, and I stopped watching her, and I unfollowed back then. And then when I healed that, when I integrated this part, like this knowing inside of me that I'm good enough and I already know the answers to all the questions and I don't need anybody to save me, then I got back to her and I started enjoying her streams, enjoying all her distractions. All her live stream, like as a whole, I didn't skip anything. I didn't like, in fact, she's probably one of very few people whose content I watch just like with the normal speed, not faster speed, not like 1.5. Because I enjoy her, because like, you know, her energy is not only shown in like in the precious ideas that she shares, but just like in her being her. And I also remember the times when I started this channel where I was writing scripts and I was recording videos with scripts. And those videos are not as fun to record as these videos where I just sit here and get distracted and chat with you guys and talk like and eat ice cream, you know, and talk about life. Why am I talking about this? I can't remember. But it's also about, you know, being myself, being yourself, the fullest you that you can be. But what did I want to say about this? I can't remember. Anyway, moving on. And so, oh, I was talking about that streamer Dasha is easier. Like, streamer Dasha is a streamer, you know what I mean? Dasha the streamer is this, like, she knows that she's sharing her life and her space with people, and it's not about just the useful content. And I needed that phase in my life where it was just about the useful content that I wanted to share with everybody, and I didn't like it was the time where I didn't feel valuable as a person, and I thought that I'm only worthy of other people's attention only when I am sharing some valuable information that will change their life. And now I'm healing that too, and I'm realizing more and more that actually this exercise, this is also what I journaled about, this exercise that coaches tell you to do, like you, when you heal your trauma around money, when you heal your relationship with money, you probably see a lot this exercise where they ask you if money if money was not a problem at all, like for the rest of your life, imagine you have all the money in the world, then what would you do with your life? How would your life look like, and what would you do? How would your everyday look like? And I realized that for years now, I've been building this life that I had in my head of like when money is not the problem. And the closer I am to this picture, to this vision, the easier money comes. But like, this is not the topic that I wanted to discuss with you today. I'm not here to talk about money today, but I realized that like the answer to this question for me always was that like if I have all the money in the world, I just share what I do, like for just my pure enjoyment, for my pure joy, is just be. This is why my podcast is called Joyous to Be. Just to be and just, you know, get inspired and then share things that inspire me with the world, and just talk and just like record a podcast, record a video, have a live stream, write a post, and just connect with people and just share this, just spread this amazing knowledge that is transforming my life with the world. And this is what I'm doing now. And like this Dasha the streamer was the missing piece. Now I feel like it was the missing piece because it just added this lightness and this like easygoingness and self-acceptance, I would say. But then actually I first needed to learn to accept myself as a whole person, talkative, chatty, distracted. And then I wanted to stream again because I finally realized that my value is not only in sharing valuable content, but just actually in being myself. You know? And so, and now we're coming to the title of this video. And I came up with it because I was thinking further about this topic later today after journaling. Oh, it's cold. And I realized that a few years ago when I started my blog, hi, one viewer, I see you. A few years ago when I started my blog, it was hard work for me to, like, I didn't have enough energy, or it seemed like I felt like I didn't have enough energy to write 2 posts in one day, one in Russian, one in English. It was a lot of work for me. And I started realizing more and more that the more I just let myself do what I feel like doing, and the more I just follow my inspiration, and the more I just accept myself and stop trying to put myself into a box, just have like one identity and just have like one tag, I would say, like I'm a coach and that's it, or like I'm a streamer and that's it. But just like the more I accept myself fully as a person, as a creator, as many other things, the more energy I have for all those things. And when I was just in the beginning, it was difficult for me to just like to come up with an idea, what to talk about and what to write about, right? And then I managed, like I taught myself how to, like it's not even I taught myself, it just was a desire first, and then at some point I just had enough energy in me to write 2 posts a day because I wanted, not because I needed. And it was also like a huge puzzle piece because for a long time I was creating content because I felt like I needed to create content. I had a lot of channels. Well, I mean, like not YouTube channels, but I had a blog in English. I had English Insta. I had Russian Insta. I had streams. I mean, I had Twitch channel. And I felt like, because I was listening to all the experts, I felt like I needed to post everywhere once a week. And I was burning out because I was doing it not because I wanted, but because I felt like I had to, and it felt like too much work. But when I started tuning more into my actual desires, I realized that, like, first there is just desire but not enough energy, and then at some point you're like, I feel like I can't, like, let me just try, and if I still feel like I don't have enough energy, then I won't do it. And then I was recording like 2 podcasts a day for my 2 episodes for my 2 podcasts. And I was like, wow, I can actually do it and I'm not burning out. And again, not every day. It's like, it depends on the phase. Like, I don't know, on my menstrual cycle, for example. Like now I'm ovulating, and this is why, like, I'm super productive. And then ask me how I feel about all this when I'm bleeding. Like, it probably will be another story, and we'll see. But now I realize that now I can write 3 posts a day, or I can record a video and then go live on a YouTube channel, on either of my YouTube channels, either one, and then also stream for a couple hours on Twitch. And I was like, the first time I did it, I was like, I am probably going to be super tired tomorrow. And then I woke up next day full of energy. And I just realized, and today too, like, we cooked dinner with my husband, and now I'm live streaming, and then I'm also thinking that maybe I will record a video in Russian, and then I will definitely go, well, not definitely, but it depends on how I feel, because like I'm listening to my body now, but I want to stream and play GTA Vice City. We're playing GTA Vice City on Twitch. And it's becoming more or less normal for me because it's my desire. It's not something that somebody told me to do. It's not something that I feel that I need to do. It's because it's my genuine desire and I'm just doing what I want because it's my creativity flowing. And the more I just let myself be myself to the fullest, and the more I accept myself and the more I accept my all identities and just allow them to be in me, you know, to allowing myself to be all of them, the more energy I have for all the things that I want to do. And this is like this beautiful realization that I realized, that I downloaded, that I got clear on lately. And also what I wanted to share is that I remember when I was, I don't remember when, but like years ago, maybe like a decade, oh, sorry Dasha, maybe like a decade ago, I was reading an interview with J-Lo, not J-Lo, J-Lo, how do we pronounce it? J-Lo, you know her. And she said, you don't have to be one thing. You can be more than one thing. And I remember that. And I remember also having a conversation with someone on Twitch. It was a live stream from like 2019. I was just rewatching it a few days ago. I was talking to somebody. I don't remember if we were talking about Jennifer Lopez, but maybe somebody else. But people were like, she's a singer and now she's also like in the movies. Like, what is she thinking? Something like that. And I answered that she's not thinking anything. She just doesn't have to be one thing. Like, she can be all the things that she wants to be. Like, you know, it's up to her. And I remember that. And I was rewatching the stream a few days ago, and I was like, this is a beautiful message that I remembered, and that, you know, and that years ago I still remember. And I think like now I understand, and now I was going to say finally, now I just understand what she meant. And like I understood it back then, but I'm feeling like I healed so many programs that I'm now living this, and this is also my truth now, that we don't have to be one thing. And it was like such a beautiful realization for me. And this is what I wanted to share with you, that like it's just, it seems easy for us when we're deeply into our programming, you know, when we didn't heal it. It seems, at least, I'm not going to talk about everybody here, but at least it seemed easier for me, like even a decade ago, to be just one thing. And because I thought that it will be clear for everybody and for myself that I'm just like, I don't know, I'm an accountant. Remember that sound from TikTok? I'm an accountant, do-do-do-do. I'm an accountant, do-do-do-do. And so, and like, this is how I felt. And, you know, and then grown-ups were asking me, like, decide who you want to be. And I'm like, and I decided to, I wanted to pick one thing, even though back then I was a huge fan of Natalia Oreiro, an Argentinian actress. No, I think she's from Uruguay. And she was an actress and a singer. But anyway, I tried to be one thing. I tried to pick one thing. And like, it took me some inner work to heal that program that we need to be one thing. And the more now I realize, the more I let myself be everything that I want to be. And it depends, like, it can be different every day. The more I have energy for all my projects, the more energy I have for all my projects. And this is what I wanted to share with you. This was my message that I wanted to share with you, you guys, that you don't have to be one thing, and you don't, like, the more you accept yourself and you just let yourself be you, the more energy you have to be you. And like, when you just dream about it, when you just think that I would love to be this or that, you think about it and you sometimes feel it's impossible to be all those things, because like you think that you won't have time, but time is just this 3D thing, you know. And the amount of energy you receive to be fully you. I love this idea about receiving energy. I heard it from one Russian coach when he said that people think that like we have some amount of energy, like we are like a battery where we have this amount of energy and we need to use it wisely on most like useful things, because like closer to the end of the day, for example, we lose this energy and like we can't do anything. But actually, he said, the way it works is like we don't hold any energy inside of our body, like except for the energy needed for for our body to function. But when we are inspired, when we follow our inspiration, we receive this energy, like we generate this energy, or like, take what you prefer, but we generate or we receive this energy from the universe for the things that we're inspired to do. And when we allow ourselves to do that, we receive more energy, and then we can do everything else. And this is why, like, this is the idea that I started with when I said that when you just, like, when you wake up excited because you want to do something and you don't postpone it till the end of the day until you do all the important things, when you just start with that thing that excites you, you then have much more energy to finish your daily tasks, to do whatever was on your to-do list. And like, yeah, I noticed that, I tested that, and like this is how it works. And I still don't follow my own advice sometimes, and I wake up excited and then I do all the necessary things, and then I'm like, I don't have energy. But then again, I still am here live streaming, and I'm still here, sharing what was important for me. And now I feel like super hyped, and then I will go and also record a video on my Russian YouTube channel. But yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Hi, one viewer. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the thumbs up. And I will see you next time. And don't forget to to subscribe to my podcast, which is called Joyce to Be Podcast, and all the links that I have in my bio. Is it bio on YouTube? I don't know. But I will see you next time. I love you. Have a good day.